Good afternoon, YouTube. This is the Helmet of Truth. So today's episode is going to be white privilege. I had to spend a bit of time just going through YouTube trying to find out what's their feelings of this and how I felt physically about white privilege. So this is the reason why I haven't been on for about a day. I do apologise. So, how do I feel about white privilege? I think white privilege was a thing. Back 50 years. I believe white privilege was a thing back 50 years ago, maybe. I don't think there's such thing as white privilege now. If you think I'm wrong, please comment down below. Tell me why you think I'm wrong, but I'm going to give you my reasons why I think there is no such thing as white privilege. But to start that off, I'm going to talk about me. No one really knows who I am. All they see is a mask, and they have no idea I am white. You can probably guess I am white, but let's have a little bit more in-depth information on me. I never went to university. I never got in. I didn't have the money. I didn't have the resources. And I couldn't get grants. For me, I couldn't get a grant. I'm dyslexic. I'm dyspraxic. A lot of things I struggle with in life. What else? Yeah, I'm a bit short. I'm 5'7". I'm single. I live alone. I don't live with my parents in the basement. I've lost my house 3 times. I have different houses. I lost them 3 times due to bad relationships. I recently lost my job due to the company breaking the law. I lost my job, and I was recently homeless. So for me, I've not had a privilege. I've not had people think that I'm special. I don't have that. I've never had anything given to me due to my race, my skin colour. I've always had to work for my house, to work for my job. I had to work hard to get my promotions. But let's go a bit of information about me. I'm a gamer. I like Xbox. I play a lot of Xbox. That's me. Blue eyes, gingery hair, have a ginger beard. Ginger beard. Okay, so white privilege. I don't want to go back in today. Okay, I understand when slavery was a thing, or the black people didn't have the rights that they had before. Maybe they were racially profiled. No, they're not. Runners are generally darker because you can run better. Overall, they're doing as good as everyone else. So I'm going to hit the black side. 60 years ago, yeah, you probably were pushed down. You probably had unequal rights. Back then, now you don't. There's nothing that you get that I don't, and there's nothing I get that you don't. Okay? Maybe you might be judged on your looks. Some people are a bit racist. Don't get me wrong, some people are a dash racist. You can't help that. If they see a skin color and think he's going to have a thief, and a lot of people do. Nothing to do about it. But people look at me and go, look at that beard. He's going to stab me. It's not going to happen. I lose a job because of my beard. And guess what? It's how I look, and it's just like, you win one, you lose one. But it's not people going, he's black, he's this, he's that. It's like, I've had bad experiences. He doesn't look trustworthy. He's got tattoos everywhere. His appearance is what affect people. If your appearance is like pristine, guess what? You only get a job. Doesn't matter. So, black and white, there's no difference right now. 2018, there's no difference given to you than to me. You guys work as hard as I do. You guys do this. You guys do that. There's no difference. I don't see colour. I don't see black and white. I see the humankind. I see that, they're working, they get... I'll give you an example, guys. I was working, it was my last company, what went down, and I was the manager, basically, and I was hiring with people. And I had about, I think it's about 30 interviews in about 2 days, 30 interviews in 2 days. And people came up to me, it was about 2 coloured guys, a lot of white guys, a couple of women, yeah. I didn't care about the colour, I didn't care about where they're from. You know, I was so anti-racist. I was like, I'll try to be where he's from now. I had people from different countries. You know, they were like them. I hired one Muslim, great guy. You know, I took on board who he was. I actually spoke to him. I didn't judge. It wasn't my place. You know, I had 5 guys, 3 guys white, 3 guys, and 2 of the guys like, look, I want work, here's my hours, I don't want less. The white guys is like, look, I don't want many hours. And I was like, guess what? You're more qualified than that guy. You're more qualified than the white guy, but guess what? I'm not going to hire you because you're race. I'm going to hire the white guy. No, I was just like, you're more qualified, you're in. Go away, white guy. I didn't hire through race. I hired by qualification. I hired the best qualified people for the job. So I had a team of like 6 women, 1 black guy, a couple of Muslims. I hired the best people for I believed for the job. And guess what? People don't understand that. I'm not hiring because it's not like I get like hundreds of people and just go, ooh, all the black guys, you don't get the job. All the Muslims, out you go. No employer does that. They go, guess what? Who's the best for the job? They hit like a couple of lists, like, this guy's going to save us 2.5 million, but he's an Asian or he's black. No, they're not. They go, you can hit your qualifications on anything. They don't care about what you are. As long as you can do the job well and provide them more profits, guess what? Yeah, you're more likely going to be hired. That's how I hired. So I had women, I had these. Okay, so that's, yeah, but I keep hitting my head back. Like, so let's go for female privilege or male privilege against females. They keep going, back in the day, before the vote, we had no privilege. Guess what? I believe all the men back then at that time wish they had the same rights as you. The right just to stay at home when the men fought. And they go, the vote. Well, you don't realise the vote entailed the draft. When men were able to vote, they also had to go to war. Women didn't have that. They had the privilege to vote and not the bad part of the privilege. It wasn't a privilege to vote. It was it was the right of the country to force you into war. But my God, we don't support that. Guess what? If you didn't support that, you'll be German. Due to that, men sacrificed their lives. Millions of lives were sacrificed because of this draft. And what pissed men off was like, guess what? I want to vote, but guess what? I don't want to fight for my country like the rest of the people. It's like going to a restaurant. Guess what? I want to pick my food, but I don't want to pay for it. The men have to pick it and pay for it. I'm like, no, I want to pick it, but not pay for it. It was cherry pick it, and they got away with not going to war while men were dying. They believed they were oppressed. How? You were protected by man. Men died in billions. I don't know how much it was. It's like 50,000 or 50 million lives dead from the war of men. sacrificing themselves for the women. Guess what? For me, that seems like goddesses, You're top of the tower, you're sending your flunkies to die. That's what it seems like to me. So when they go, oh, yeah, we're oppressed. Guess what? You weren't. You were probably born in 1990. You weren't oppressed. You had all the rights. You didn't have to die for your country. So guess what? Women who go, oh, we're oppressed. Guess what? Black people were oppressed. They were slavery. They were bought and sold. You were protected. Guess what? Would you have survived if it was the way around? If men just went, guess what? You go and die for your country. Do you think there would be more men now? Men who never even had a life. Their life was taken from them. Does that bother me? Yes, it does. And guess what? I don't mind people going, men had advantages. And guess what? Yes, we did. Over slaves. Slavery is gone. It's finished. No one's a slave at this day and age. No one. But when women go, yeah, well, you suppressed us. Guess what? No, we didn't. You got the vote. You didn't have to die. You go around beating men, but they can't touch you. You can falsely claim rape without proof. Guess what? You're suppressing us. We shouldn't have to protect you. And this is why MGTOW was here, because it's like, guess what? We're protecting you, we're dying. You're doing this. We're not doing nothing, you're calling us rapists. So yeah, guess what? Suppression is the other way around. Females are suppressing us. And you're probably thinking, no, they're not. Guess what? There we are. Men are too kind to go, guess what? Nah, you can't touch me because I am a human being. You can't judge me because I'm a human being. Men die at more record numbers than women at suicide. Why? You're treating them like shit. So male privilege isn't a privilege. It's a curse. I'm cursed. If I'm damned, I'm cursed if I'm not. I can't do nothing right in this world. So why bother? Why go, this is male privilege? Men don't have a privilege. Now, when the war came, we had no privilege. Was it our privilege to vote, or was it our privilege to die? So when we're dying now, we're in the battlefield, we're getting blown up, people come back with no legs. You're having scones? Scones! You're having scones and tea? Well, the men are getting shot in the face. Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah. We're suppressing you. We're on the battlefield dying. And guess what? I'm glad women want to go to war. I'm glad. I think the only way you can debunk, if you want to keep male privilege, and you think male privilege is a thing, get 50 million women. Every man who died in the war, get 50 million women and force them into the war. And you go, what? Women don't want to be forced. Women don't want to do that. Nor do men. We didn't have a choice. Why do you have a choice? So guys, this is the helmet of truth. I'm getting a bit stressed out because this does tick me off. I had a woman literally punch me in the face and just walk away. She's like, you can't do sugar. I'm a woman, you're a man, you just take it. Do men have to take beatings? This is why men are MGTOW. This is why men don't want to bother. This is why men aren't getting married. Because you're treating them like garbage. Men are humans. We may be strong, we may think, and we may not even hit our emotions. That's the point. We don't show our emotions because we're shown as weak. But our emotions are there. So when people push us down, we go, guess what? All you're useful is death. What you should be done is you should be in a death line. And guess what? Sooner or later, men are going to fight back. Men are just going to go to war with you. And it's a black man as well. So treating yourself as getting pushed down. As a woman, You've had the best advantage in life. You don't have to die for your country. You don't have to sacrifice yourself for the woman. Think about that. Sacrifice. People back then sacrificed themselves to God, to Allah. But men are sacrificing themselves in numbers for you. So what are you to them? A God. So when you get, oh, we're suffering. You're not. And every man, every woman who isn't elect can see it. So grow up. Helmet of Truth out. Bye, guys.